Good evening. On today, one of my prayer warriors, she left a question for us to think about. She said, if God were to give you a ball, what would you do with it? Would you fumble it? Would you pass it? Or would you take the shot? And whenever she asked the question and I thought about it, I thought about what all those things meant for me. I don't want to fumble anything that God has given me, and the fumble part really stuck with me because all my life I have fumbled the ball. The ball that He has given me, I have fumbled the ball. For 18 years, I was stuck in depression. For 18 years, I was stuck in anxiety. For 18 years, I ran away from God because of childhood trauma. And, now that I'm older, now that I'm healed, I should say, I don't want to fumble anything else that God has given me. And as I was sitting there thinking about the question, I really had to go look up the definition of fumble because I wanted a clear understanding. And two definitions stuck out to me. One of them was to fumble means to drop the ball. The second definition was fumble means to do something nervously. And whenever I think about those two definitions, if you fumble what God has given you, that means that you don't trust God. That means that you don't trust Him to do what His word says. You don't trust Him to bring you out. You don't trust Him to heal you or prepare you, or, you just don't trust God. And you can't be like that. You have to trust God because the word says, lean not on your own understanding. So you can't be out here trying to do things yourself, because whenever you're doing things nervously, that means you're leaning on your own understanding. That means you're not trusting God. You're not trusting the will of God. You're not operating the way God told you to operate. Because if you're operating the way God told you to operate, you won't be nervous about doing His will. You won't be nervous about doing His work. So you have to trust God in everything that you do. In every aspect of your life, you have to trust God. Because like right now, I'm in a season where I'm following God blindly because I don't know what God is doing. I don't know what God is doing, but every day in my spirit, I hear, Lord, I don't know what you're doing, but I trust you. So you have to keep trusting God. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care who's here. I don't care who isn't here. I don't care what you're going through. You have to trust God and remember that God is bigger than any situation that you may be dealing with. I don't care if it looks defeating. I don't care if it looks like you ain't never gonna come out of it. You have to trust God. You must trust God because He has a plan. Even though we may not understand His plan, He has a plan because all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. I love y'all. Be blessed.